No, but I mean, so going into that fight, this is the full pretext. Going into that fight, I had a motorcycle accident that happened about 5 to 6 weeks before. So I totaled my motorcycle. Um, I had fractured my wrist. I had road rash all on my one side of my body.
Damn.
I mean, anyone who knows, if you total a motorcycle, you're pretty messed up from doing that. I mean, it wasn't a small fender bender. And so I wasn't even training. I wasn't even in proper shape. Like I looked at a picture of when I was like July 1st. It's like 2 weeks before the fight. Fully soft bodied, like not even close to being in shape. And then like 2 weeks past that, like I had the fight. And so it's like really like I only had 1 week of training. I was like my first second week back of like actual hard sparring and being back into training was like the week before the fight. And then the week before that, like before that I was hurt and I was injured and I wasn't able to even train and I was like, out of shape. And so like I took that fight on like the least amount of preparation that I think I've ever had for a fight. And,
That is some gangster ass shit, dude. I gotta keep it real with you. That's fucking crazy. Like,
I mean, dude, it's hard to say no when your dream's knocking at the door.
Facts.
Like I wanted that fight. I told my manager I wanted that fight. I didn't think that the bike accident was gonna happen, and everything happened the way it did. But like I got to a point where okay, I healed somewhat for the most part from the bike accident. Yeah, I'm not in the greatest shape, but like, who says no to like, yo, you're gonna fight a top 15 guy. If you beat him, then you're ranked right away.
Yeah,
it's like
dude, that's
I was
fucking
100% down. I was so ready for that, and so mentally I was more ready than I was physically. I would say at that point, and so. I went in and I had the things I had the injuries, I had the non-preparation, really not being in camp. I had the shitty weight cut. Not shitty, I mean, it was as smooth as a weight cut's going to be, but it was
3
like,
days, dude.
hardest weight cut of my life.
Yeah.
So, like, anyone who cuts weight knows, I was doing, for an example, I was doing 35 minute sauna goes, and I was only losing 0.5 or 0.7 of a pound. And so, anyone who cuts weight knows, like, that when you hit that point, that's like you're on the verge of going to the hospital because it's like 30 minutes in a sauna. Think about that, to lose a half a pound. 30 minutes in a sauna and losing half a pound, it's crazy.
Yeah, it
was crazy. And so I mean, it was definitely not the best experience leading up to the fight, but once I weighed in and once I started to rehydrate, everything went the way it did, and then I was able to fight the way I did on fight night. So but going forward, I mean, that's the least vulnerable you're ever going to catch me.